Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Ronald McCray. As we all know, Arizona jurisdiction is approaching 100 years for Centennial celebration of our Holy Convocation. And I'm indeed excited. Woo, 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 woo. Right? Excitement. I'm so blessed and privileged to have been a part of this great jurisdiction for 31 of my 32 years. And I'm thankful for the legacy and the heritage of which I have in this great jurisdiction. We have issued a challenge, and we're going to share some memories that we have from the jurisdiction from individuals' perspective. And I'm going to share 3 memories. It's so much to try to share, just a few, but some that stick to my mind was, number 1, I remember as a young boy growing up, district meeting time was something to look forward to. I've had the privilege of serving in the Emmanuel district. I've had the privilege of serving in the Powerhouse district. I've had the privilege of serving in the Shiloh district, in which I currently serve in now as a pastor and other roles. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shout out. And we used to have district meeting. And when we had district meeting would be from Tuesday to Saturday. Official day would be on Saturday, and of course District Missionaries Day would either be on that Thursday or that Friday, depending on the district. And oh my good, we looked forward to fellowshipping with the churches within our district. We looked forward to hearing from our superintendent. We looked forward to, and we had revival. We had Stump Down Show Enough Church, and the whole jurisdiction would come out and support. And so that's something why district meeting time for me in our jurisdiction is so enjoyable, because I remember as a little boy, all of the districts fellowship with each other. All of the superintendents came to official night. District missionaries went to women's night, and so on and so forth. So that's a fond memory that I remember as a young boy. Another memory that I have is when my mother, Evangelist Krishandia McCray, and President Clea McCall were over our jurisdictional youth department. And they had what we call the jurisdictional youth explosion, right? And this was a time where all of the youth and all of the youth departments came from all over our jurisdiction to come and be a part. The services were held at Prayer Assembly, Church of God in Christ. And when I tell you, we had a time and those youth explosions. And shout out to President McCall at that time and Chair Lady McCray at that time for helping to facilitate. I still have friends that are my friends to this very day because of those youth explosions and because of those settings. And so I'm so grateful for that. I also remember our youth choir was in motion. We had a huge youth choir, a youth presentation. They did a step show, talent show hour. Prayer Assembly at the time had a young men's ministry, a step team. Greater Evangelist Temple out in Casa Grande had their young ladies dancing and praise dancing. It was just a wonderful time. So that is a memory that I still hold dear to those services at Prayer Assembly, Church of God in Christ, under our youth department some years ago. And the last memory that I'll share is I remember when Bishop King was the bishop. And I remember service had got high. And Bishop King saw me and my sister at the time dancing. And I've always been a praiser, huh? Tell your neighbor, he's always been a praiser, okay? And I remember this is back when, and some of you may remember this is back when the sanctuary used to be where now the banquet hall is, and the other side where the sanctuary is now used to be the basketball court or the wooden floors. And so I remember as a little boy, there were 2 entrances to get up to the pulpit. The furthest closest to the basketball court was the one that was next to the musicians, right? That's back when the choir used to be in a U shape, right behind the preachers. And I remember that the other side of entrance was closer to where the missionaries and district missionaries and women of God sat. And I remember this memory, and some people still talk about it to this day. And Bishop Felton King called me and my sister up, and I think we were about I was about 5 or 6 or so. And he began to exhort the people, and he told me to dance and shout. And I shouted my little heart out till I couldn't shout no more. My sister did too. And so people still to this day, I remember when you shouted at the temple when Bishop King called you up there, right? And so that is a fond memory that I have. And those are just some of the memories over 100 years that I have. And I'm just grateful for those. I'm grateful to be a part. We want you to join us October the 8th through October the 12th for our Centennial Year celebration. We're calling all current members, all former members, everybody who's ever participated in this amazing history of our jurisdiction. We want you to come out and support. Major shout out to my jurisdictional bishop, Bishop Harvey Terrell Young Sr., and my state supervisor, Supervisor Emma J. Boyne. We are excited, we're gearing up, and we hope to see you really soon. God bless.